That harbour crab, watch this. Boing.
That looked amazing.
It's cool, isn't it? And that could be enough to carry a spec. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, somebody's coming. It's a survival hunter, boys. It's a survival hunter. We've been trying to bring you dungeons. We've been at this all day looking at various different classes, but there are literally, look, let me show you. If I slash who this, there's 10 people, including me and Andy, playing BFA Alpha right now. That is because there's just not that much to explore. If you've looked at the zones, we're waiting for more stuff. So that's fine and dandy. I can show you plenty of stuff because my boy Imperious, Mr. Ghost, what up, player, is going to be guiding us around and pulling some mobs so we can do some AoE and some rares and all things like that. But first of all, giveaways for you wonderful people. The winner of the Easy SMX controller has been decided. Congratulations to you, my friend. But for the rest of you out there, oh, the giveaways don't stop there. No, the TDP. No. To Pirate Pepe. Check this sumbitch out. Look at this little guy. Whoa! I am Pirate Pepe, and I've come for your guns. Survival hunter, was it? All right. So we're going to be doing that and giving that away today. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that. It's all official. Blizzard sent us these. So thank you, Blizz. I have a couple of these to give away. But we'll do one at a time so we can have something every week to give away. Yay! Yay. Thank you. So thank you, Blizz. Comes in the bag, the whole thing. The whole shabazz. Very regulation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Survival Hunter. So loads of people requesting this one as it is a revamped spec. A lot of people seem to get confused as to exactly what it's about. It is still pretty much designed to be a melee spec, but nearly every ability you have has a 40-yard range. Kill Command, Serpent Sting, which does fire an arrow, is a 40-yard range. Wildfire Bomb, which is our new ability, no explosive trap anymore. That's a 40-yard range. But your main filler ability, Raptor Strike, that is melee range. But what we have is this little cooldown right here. This little sneaky motherfucker right here. Which is a 1.5 minute cooldown and allows you to use your main filler ability at 40 yards. It's only for 15 seconds, but you can do that. So let's take a look at some of the stuff I want to show you today. So, there's still a work in progress. Let's do the caveat now before everyone loses their goddamn minds and we get another MMO champ thread. It's not finished. It's missing Azerite gear. It's 110. We're wearing all greens. We are wearing the worst of the worst gear. But I can tell you overall, it's playing pretty nicely so far. It's got a couple of things that I don't like, but I'll show you them in action and see why. I'll show you why I don't like them, more importantly. But let's have a look. So we got terms of engagement, which Harpoon generates 40 focus over 10 seconds. Killing an enemy resets the cooldown of Harpoon. So good for leveling. So good. If you want to level with this thing, that's going to be great, right? Because you're just getting all this focus back. You're harpooning around. You just... I don't think I can harpoon this thing up here. Let's try. It won't pull me up there, will it? Whoosh. No. Denied. Absolutely denied. What a bummer. Now I think it's stuck. Whoa, that's Chakrams, by the way. That's this end ability. We also have the Arctic Boller I wanted to show you, which is like a little frost snowball. I assume that's an animation in progress. You also get Flanking Strike. When you kill Command, you will also strike the enemy for physical damage and generate 10 focus if you're within melee range. So you're going to notice a bit of a running theme here, boys. Not too exciting. Like, people are really, like over-the-top excited about this. I think this plays pretty nicely, but not overly exciting so far. We played this a few days yesterday. I just logged this thing in now to show it you guys. When it comes to AoE, so you get Guerrilla Tactics, which is 2 Wildfire Bomb charges. Again, nothing that's going to... Oh, my God. Hydra's Bite. Serpent Sting fires 2 arrows at 2 additional targets. So you're going to be stinging them, which is a poison dot, essentially. So we haven't got that bleed anymore. Lacerate? Was it called Lacerate? No. It was basically Rend. But we haven't got that anymore. Instead, we have Serpent Sting making its return. Butchery is still here. Butchery is still here. And if you want to do ridiculous AoE, you're going to be going with Butchery. Some movement stuff. Usual stuff. I like this. So we have Murder of Crows and Steel Trap. You guys have seen that before. Bloodseeker's kind of cool because this plays a bit like a Windwalker. So Kill Command causes the target to bleed, right, over 8 seconds. But if you Kill Command other targets in between this, you gain 10% attack speed. For every enemy that's bleeding within 12 yards. So what you'll be doing is tabbing and kill commanding, tabbing and kill commanding. Now, there is some RNG involved with that, which I'll get to later. And as you know, I really don't like random RNG. So sub-CT, Then we get down to here. Now, I feel this spec is designed to play with Mongoose Bite in its current state, but I wanted to show you Arctic Boller just to show. I'm going to fire this off one more, and then I'm not going to spec it again. Whee! There you go. It's just a slow that hits reasonably well. That's about it. It's nothing overly special, as you can probably see. Chakrams! And now we're going to spec back to Mongoose Bite. But you get Tip of the Spear. Kill command increases the damage of your next Raptor Strike by 15%, stacking up to 3 times. Little RNG with that. Mongoose Bite remains, but is nowhere near as punishing as it used to be. So it does the same thing. It stacks up to 5 times this time. Costs 30 focus. Gets rid of Raptor Strike, so it's not extra clutter on your bars. Like the old Survival or Legion Survival is very spinning plates with all little tiny cooldowns. This isn't like that at all. Very, very different, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to spec that. Chakrams, which is like, it's exactly what you've just seen, but it cleaves everything in front of you, right? It costs 30 focus. Birds of Prey, Mongoose Biting, or Raptor Striking. Your pet's target extends the duration of Coordinated Assault. So this is your DPS cooldown, right? And it's kind of the crux of where the RNG in the spec comes from. This is your DPS cooldown, Coordinated Assault. You and your pet attack as 1, so you get a 20% damage increase for 20 seconds. But while Coordinated Assault is active, Kill Command's chance to reset is increased by 30%. Okay. This whole spec is reliant on Kill Command to the point that it can get very frustrating, believe me. So everything costs focus. Chakrams, 30 focus. Wildfire Bombs, 10 focus, right? Mongoose Bite is 30 focus. Serpent Sting is 15 focus. Only real way, besides Harpoon, of regenerating focus is Kill Command. It gives you 20 focus. That's not even enough for a Mongoose Bite, right? But it has a 30% chance to immediately reset its cooldown. You want that to happen, because the spec, when that doesn't happen, grinds to a goddamn halt. And hopefully I'll show you that in a few rares at the moment. And the other talent, which we were gutted about when we first read this thing, because this is what sounds awesome. Harpoon increases the critical strike chance of your abilities by 50% for 10 seconds. And Disengage increases your haste by 50% in 10 seconds. And I had this idea, and I've seen this show, Andy, where it's somebody who shot back and then fired down like a chain claw and then dragged themselves back in. I can't remember what the show was.
It's going to bother me that now.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can picture it in your head. Like, I've seen that cartoon. It might even be anime. But, I was about to say you can't use these at the same time, but it doesn't say that on the tooltip anymore. Hold on. Yeah. We checked this just at the last web show, and this wasn't possible. Have they changed it? They should have changed it.
I said to the pigs.
Okay. Right, let me just explain what's happened. We've seen this talent before, and we got super excited on the web show. Some of you will have seen that, because that's what we pictured. But this said you can't have both these abilities at once. So that's the Harpoon one, is that one. If I just... I've got them both, Andy. It is absolutely working like that. Okay. This is pretty hype, actually. I didn't think this was going to happen. Right, hold on. So what this means is you have a new... With that talent, we have a new gameplay element, which is going to be exactly what I just described. Let's drop some Wildfire Bombs in there. Which is being able to disengage out and then harpoon it back in for big buffs. That's cool. That is very, very cool. I like that. Let's drop some Wildfire Bombs and spread some Serpent Stings. Alright, so AoE will... Oh my god, I totally want to do this. I want to do this more. AoE looks like this. You see the way I'm spreading Serpent Stings and also spreading Kill Commands. Now, as you can see, Kill Command... I'm kind of hoping Kill Command resets for me. Sometimes it doesn't. But if it does, then we're good to go. Oh, this is awesome. That is cool! Okay, this spec just picked up a little bit for me. I had no idea that they'd actually fix this. Now, that doesn't reset Disengage, which is a bit of a shame. Fuck Chakrams. Chakrams are garbage. This is well better now. Okay, so it's like it improved what Demon Hunters did with Momentum. It's like a much more interesting version, because you're getting double the buffs. I'm going to do it on this piggy here. I'm going to start on him. I'm going to Kill Command to get some... And then you're getting these double buffs for little burst windows. And the movement is so nice. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Oh, I like it, Andy. I was uninterested. I tried this the other day and I was uninterested. Maybe I didn't even read the tooltip. All right, let's find a rare or something. Let's go see if we'll find a rare.
Where's Betsy? She's around here.
Yeah, Betsy is down here. Let's find Betsy. All right, so you've probably already noticed the kind of issue with... Like, let's just look at Mongoose Bite, for example. So your initial gameplay... Oh, is going to be getting Serpent Sting on, Wildfire Bomb, using Kill Command, and going into like the Mongoose window with coolies. And what you're hoping for is actually for Kill Command to reset. Now, I'm actually using my 30% increased chance, and it hasn't procced at all. And you can obviously tell the problem is that the big part of Coordinated Assault is having this happen, where it resets. But my Mongoose window just closed, so I didn't get the benefit out of it. And because a Kill Command doesn't even give you the... that is cool. That is so cool. Because... Because Kill Command doesn't even give you a full Mongoose Bite, in order to get really cool Mongoose Bite openers, which feels like how it's supposed to play, honestly. Feels like it's intended to play that way. You kind of need them. Now, that will hopefully get better over time, or Azerite Armor, or something along those lines. So, bear in mind that's kind of a bummer right now. Is there anything else worth showing you here? Because I just... Yeah, let's just kill some stuff, and I'll kind of show you some different things. Yeah, you're gathering the pigs. You hate these pigs. This sausage farm is in serious issues.
All about that bacon.
All about that bacon, Squire. All about that bacon. But other than that, it's got rid of a lot of the clutter. There's still a little bit. So, little problems I have that are just like... Is Serpent Sting doesn't last anywhere near long enough. It only lasts for 10 seconds. And then you've got to refresh the damn thing. Kind of annoying. It feels like it is worthwhile. So I'm going to disengage out and chain myself back in. There's no real great AoE spell without talenting into it, but I feel like that's part of what they want. Like here, you see, I want to split this Bloodseeker... How to say it? The Bloodseeker Bleed from from Kill Command, which is this one, which buffs my stuff. But it's very unreliable, and unreliable talents tend to get left by the wayside, Blizz, as you well know. Now, you'll also notice what I just did there, which is very cool. So... obviously, with the talent terms of engagement, my harpoon resets much faster than my disengage. Because the only ranged ability I actually need to be in melee range for is Mongoose Bite. That's it. Nothing else. I can leap away pretty happily without worrying about it too much. Because I've got other things I could be doing in the meantime. There's lots of spells I can cast. You can see that I'm using the DPS cooldown. And it's just not happening for me. So even though Andy's running away here, I can still use so many abilities. Even though he's, you know, like I'm not up close and in range. Being out of range has very little effect. Now, there's been some arguments. I'm not interested really in getting involved, so I don't really care. That the reason for this has been for people who constantly don't notice they're out of range and stuff. It's kind of a newbie spec. I will say so far, the biggest difficulty or skill element I've found is when doing bosses and stuff is making sure you're going to get a decent Mongoose window. So that often means just kind of chilling until you've got definitely enough focus to actually deliver some meaty Mongooses. I can even do this, can't I? Oh, outrage. Go. That's the only sort of real skill element that I've noticed is just banking a bit of focus to make sure you get good Mongoose bites in, which isn't exactly hard. Now, one thing you're going to notice, I believe the spec is currently way overtuned, and that might be influencing some content creators to give it more praise than it needs. And I will say that because, yes, Andy's here with me on his tank right now, but even... Let me just fight a few mobs solo, Andy. I just want to show this off. If I was playing the Warrior, Fury or Arms, or even the Death Knight to an extent, even with... is Betsy alive? Let's go fight Betsy. Now, is Growl turned off? Yeah, it is.
Do you want me to tank there?
Nope. No, I don't. Let's go in. When my pet decides to get here. Come on. Get in there. There you go. I will say that as it stands right now, this thing is taking way too little damage. Right? That might seem stupid, but it is. It's taking way too little damage. Simultaneously, it's doing a lot more damage than it probably should. And I'm saying that after playing quite a few specs now. Oh, come on. I used my cooldown. It didn't reset. Shh. Reset for me. Reset for me. After playing quite a number of specs, we had to do a lot of tactics in this gear on a variety of classes that we've leveled on stream. Like, leaving an add up like that is impossible on a lot of them. Or extremely dangerous, let me put it that way. Whereas with this, even without my pet tanking, if I was to put Growl on Betsy, then we'd have... Then we would still be full health, and our pet would still be full health. So I do think it's a little overpowered right now. So I just want to let you guys know that in comparison to a lot of the other specs and how they're playing in the alpha, it feels way too powerful. That could influence a lot of people's decision. I could tell that is the case. But let's finish on a high note here. That harbor crab, watch this. Boing.
That looked amazing.
It's cool, isn't it? And that could be enough to carry a spec. Honestly, that could be enough. Like, stuff like that could be enough to make people go, yeah, I want to be a part of that, man. I want to be a part of that. Because not only does that look cool, but it's actually giving you DPS damage buffs, which is awesome. Ladies and gents, the Survival Hunter. Be good. Good luck on winning Pirate Pepe. Bye-bye.